I'm sure you had a great weekend. How are you doing today? Hope you're fully prepared for the week. How are you doing today? If you can hear me, please drop a comment. Please drop a comment. How is the sound? Am I audible? Drop a comment if you can hear me. You're welcome to today's session. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you can hear me, please drop a comment. If you have any pay you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Are you prepared for a profitable trading week? What pairs are you considering trading this week? What pairs are you considering trading this week? What's your plan for the week? What's your plan for the week? Drop it in the comment section. What's your plans for the week? You're welcome. You're welcome. I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How are you doing? If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, drop it in the comment section. Thank you. So let's look at the fundamentals before we go technicals. Okay. This week, today, March 22nd, there is no major news for the dollar. Tuesday, we have medium impact news, that is a 16 home sales and Richmond Manufacturing Index that will be released tomorrow by 3 p.m. It's a medium impact news. Our focus is on the major news, okay? Major news. Um, then on Wednesday, we have a major news that will be released from the United States for the dollar by what time is it? 2:45. 2:45. Flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI to be released on Wednesday by 2:45 p.m. and it's a major news. It's a major news. So we should get to see high volatility on USD pairs on Wednesday. Okay, we should expect to see high volatility on USD pairs on Wednesday. Okay, also on Thursday, let's see on Thursday. Okay, major news will be released on Thursday. GDP, that is gross domestic product, and unemployment claims also will be released on Thursday by 1:30 p.m. Then on Friday also we have a major news which is core PCE price index on that should be on Friday. Okay, so we should expect to see volatility in the market from Wednesday. Okay, from Wednesday. I hope you can hear me. So we should expect high volatility on USD pairs from Wednesday. From Wednesday. Okay. Now let's go to the chart. If you have any question, if you have any pair you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Good morning, Heights. Good morning, Onyinye. Good morning. So let's start with gold. Um, let's start with the weekly time frame. How last week candle close will determine the direction for the week. Okay, how last week candle closed will determine the direction for the week. And as you can see on gold, last week candle closed as a shooting star. Can you see that? A shooting star indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. It indicates that supply is increasing and demand is decreasing. That's what it indicates. Okay, so you can see the candlestick pattern that formed last week is a shooting star. Can you see that? And that shooting star formed at a previous resistance level. So it has a high probability of playing out because it formed at a previous resistance level, a strong resistance level. We are on the weekly time frame. Resistance levels on the weekly, resistance and support level on the weekly and on the weekly time frame, daily time frame are strong resistance and support level. So as you can see, we had the resistance at this point. So I think last week move was to clear liquidity at this previous high and also trade above this resistance. That was what last week. So liquidity has been cleared and you can see the pattern that formed, shooting star. So this week, my bias for gold is bearish. My bias for gold this week is bearish. I hope that is clear. That is my bias for gold. Now, before gold goes bearish, it is likely price pull back, okay? Because after the formation of this shooting star on the weekly time frame, I believe a fair value gap was created on lower time frame, could be daily or 4-hour time frame, and price would need to fill that fair value gap before going bearish. So let's identify the fair value gap on, let's switch to daily before we go down to 4-hour. Okay, so you can see on the daily, you can see the fair value gap on the daily time frame. Can you see this fair value gap? That is the gap between the low of this spinning top. The fair value gap is the gap in between the low of this spinning top and the high of this bearish candle. That's a fair value gap. So there is a high probability that price is likely going to pull back to this zone before going bearish. So this is my area of interest. This is the area I'll be considering selling gold. Okay? That is the area I would be considering selling gold. Um, Last week candle closed as looks like a spinning bottom, a bullish spinning bottom. Let's see what we have on the 4-hour time frame. So you can see on 4-hour time frame, you can see what we had here on Friday. This is a bullish reversal pattern, right? This is a bullish reversal pattern because the candlestick pattern that formed there is an hammer. Can you see this? And after the formation of an hammer, this is a bearish hammer. After the formation of an hammer, we have to wait for the next candle to close bullish before we buy. Can you see that? We have to wait for the next 4-hour candle to close bullish before we buy. The next 4-hour candle after the hammer closed bearish, and the one that followed closed bullish. This is a bullish reversal pattern. Can you see that? This is a bullish reversal pattern. I think the reason price is pulling back is to fill the fair value gap that was created after the formation of that bullish candle. Let's go down to 1-hour time frame to identify the fair value gap. So you can see a fair value gap was created. Can you see this gap? Can you see the gap? The fair value gap is the gap between the high of this candle and the low of this candle. Let's go down to 15 minutes. I believe there's still a fair value gap below the fair value gap on 1-hour time frame. Let's go to 15 minutes. So we need to ensure that the gap gets filled before we buy. Okay, so you can see on 15 minutes, this is the fair value gap on 15 minutes. So the gap has been filled right now. Can you see that? The gap has been filled. Like I said, there's a high probability that price will pull back to go fill the fair value gap that was created on the daily time frame before going bearish. So for today and tomorrow, I will be looking for opportunity to buy. Okay, I will be looking for opportunity to buy gold. If the current 15-minute candle closes above this resistance, if the current 15 minutes, excuse me, if the current 15 minutes closes above this resistance, I would go bullish on gold. So two things that is likely going to play out on gold. It is either this resistance gets broken, okay, or these lows get cleared. Those are the things that is likely going to play out on gold today, between today and tomorrow. It's either liquidity residing at this previous low get cleared, or this resistance is broken. So if a candle, a 15 minutes candle closes above this level, I would buy, or buy after liquidity has been cleared. That's what I'm looking out for on gold. It's either liquidity gets cleared or this resistance gets broken. If liquidity gets cleared, I wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form. I would wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form before I buy. I hope that is clear. And if I'm buying above this resistance, my stop loss must be few pips of this candle. Are you getting me? So that's my take on gold. Mr. Olu, good morning. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Okay, so that's my take on gold. I hope that is clear. Do you have any question on gold before I move to the next pair? Do you have any question on gold before I move to the next pair? Any question on gold before I move to the next pair? No question. Okay, let's move to the next pair. GU. GU, let's start with the weekly time frame. Let's see how last week candle closed. You can see GU also closed as a shooting star. This is a shooting star on GU. Okay, this is a star on GU. So what played out last week? What they did last week was to clear liquidity that was residing at this previous highs. That was what they did last week, to clear liquidity at this previous highs, these old highs. Okay, and also after the formation of this candle on the weekly time frame, this pattern you see here, there was a fair value gap that was created after the formation of this bearish candle. Let's identify that fair value gap on, I think it's on daily time frame. Let's go down to daily. Okay, let's go down to daily. So on daily, what happened on daily? See the fair value gap that was created. Let me show you the fair value gap that was created. Can you see this fair value gap? Can you see this? Can you see this fair value gap? Can you see the fair value gap? Price has filled that gap. Can you see that? Can you see that? Price has filled that gap. Price has filled that gap. So this week, we should expect more bearish move on GU. I hope that is clear. Expect more bearish move on GU this. What we are seeing right now is just pull back to a fair value gap that was created after the formation of this engulfing pattern on daily. This is an engulfing on daily. I believe a fair value gap was created, and that's the reason for the pullback we are currently seeing in the market. Okay, that's the reason for the current pullback. They want to fill the. Let's go down to 4 hour, 1 hour. Okay, after the formation of this pattern, this engulfing pattern, let's see what we had on 4 hour. Okay, so you can see on 4 hour, can you see what we have on 4 hour? A fair value gap was created. Where do we have the fair value gap? The fair value gap here. You can see on 4 hour, we had the fair value gap here. This is 4 hour. Let's go down to 15 minutes. Few minutes, please. Let me go back to 4 hour. Okay. Few minutes. Okay, so let's go down to 15 minutes. 1 hour. Okay. So 1 hour, you can see we still have a fair value gap here. Can you see this fair value gap on 1 hour? So this gap has not been filled. So it's likely GU will buy to this level. Is likely going to fill this gap before going bearish. So for today's market, I'm looking for opportunities to buy GU. I'm looking for opportunities to buy GU. Another reason why GU is bearish is this. There is a shift in market structure, I think, on 4 hour. Can you see there's a market structure? Shift in market structure occurred at this point. Can you see that? And after a shift in market structure, there's always a pullback to an inefficiency level, a fair value gap, or an order block, or liquidity void. Shift in market structure. The shift in market structure confirms that the bias, the trend has changed, the structure has changed from bullish to bearish. But after a shift in market structure, you wait for price to pull back. You could apply your Fibonacci, okay, from this swing low to this swing high. You could apply your Fibonacci, okay, wait for price to pull back to premium. And at the premium level, we have a fair value gap. That would be the best area to sell. That would be the best area to sell. I hope you get that. That would be the best area to sell. I hope you're following. I hope you're following. I hope you are following. So that's my take on GU this week. Weekly bias is bearish. Daily bias is bullish. So I'm looking for a buy opportunity on GU today, tomorrow, probably on Wednesday. I might look for a sell opportunity on GU. The weekly bias is bearish. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Any question on GU? Any question on GU before I move to the next pair? Any question on GU? I'm not seeing your comments. You guys are not responding. I want to be sure you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, if you're following, if you're getting value, drop a comment. Drop a comment. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let's ride on. Let's ride on. Cool. Cool. Please, if you're here to like the stream, please do that now. Please do that. If you're here to like the stream. This is your first time participating in the live stream. Please subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. Please like, share, and also subscribe so that others can get to see this video. When you like, other others get to see this video. Those who are interested in learning how to trade forex will get to see this video. Please always like when you join the class. I believe you're getting much value, so much value from this live stream. Don't be selfish. Share this info with your friends. Okay, before they will fall for scams, share this information with your friends. Okay, so let's move to the next pair. Which pair would that be? Euro USD. I know most people trade Euro USD, so we have to look at the chart also. Euro USD, let's start with the weekly. I think it's closed as a shooting star also. It closed as a shooting star, a bullish shooting star. Can you see that? It closed as a bullish shooting star after clearing liquidity at this previous high. Yeah, cleared liquidity at this previous high. Also tested, we had a resistance here. You can see also tested this resistance zone. Can you see that? And there's a strong rejection from that level. You can see. So last week candle closed as a shooting star. So we should expect more bullish move on Euro USD this week. Euro USD will be bearish this week. But before we go bearish on Euro USD, let's see the pattern we have on daily. So I think after the formation of this bearish candle, I believe a fair value gap was created on lower time frame. Similar pattern. The pattern we have here is similar to what we saw on GU, right? It's similar to what we saw on GU. So we should wait for price to pull back. Let's go to 1 hour. Fair value gap was created. Let's identify the fair value gap. Okay, so you can see on 1 hour this the fair value gap that was created. So there's a high probability this gap has not been filled. You can see it has not been filled. So there's a high probability that price is going to pull back and fill before going bearish. You could also apply your Fibonacci from this swing low. Take it from this swing low. Okay, take it from this swing low to this swing high. Wait for price to pull back to a premium level, and you can see at a premium level we have a fair value gap. So price has a high probability of dropping that fair value gap, which is at premium level. Premium is above level 50, Fibonacci level 50. That's premium. Anything below 50 is discount. And you buy at discount, you sell at premium. I hope that is clear. So my bias on EU this week is bearish, but I want to see price pull back to this fair value gap before going bearish on Euro USD. I hope that is clear. So my bias on Euro USD this week is bearish. Short term is bullish. Is bullish. My bias for today's market is bullish. Today, tomorrow, but from today, I would be looking for opportunities on Euro USD. That is clear. Okay, Mr. Oludu says we should look at GJ. You're welcome. Udo, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's look at GJ. GJ. Please, as you execute this trade, ensure you apply proper risk and money management. Don't over leverage. Ensure you apply the appropriate lot size depending on your account size. Don't over leverage. Okay, so let's move to the next pair. GJ. Do I have GJ on my list? Okay. GJ. Let's start with the weekly time. So GJ looks bearish. Okay, GJ looks bearish. The bearish move started from this point. Okay, after the formation of this spinning top, you can see GJ has been bearish. Spinning top indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. It indicates that supply is increasing, demand is decreasing. And when supply exceeds demand, what happens to price? Price is expected to drop. And that's what has been playing out on GJ. You can see it. So at the moment, GJ is bearish. GJ is bearish. Now, after the formation of this what's it called, spinning top, was a fair value gap created? That's the next thing we need to confirm on lower time frame. Was a fair value gap created after the formation of this spinning top? So we need to go down to lower time frame. So on daily, you can see the pattern we had there on daily. This is an engulfing pattern, right? And after the formation on the daily, we have a fair value gap here that is yet to be filled. So GJ has a high probability of coming to fill this fair value gap before going bearish. But let's go down to 4 hour time frame. Let's go down to 4 hour time frame. I believe there's a fair value gap above the one we just identified. So you can see there's a liquidity void here. Can you see it? There's a liquidity void here, and I think a shift in market structure occurred at this point. Shift in market structure occurred at this point, and you can see there's a liquidity void here that is yet to be filled. Okay, but 50% of this void, or 50% of this fair value gap, you can see the fair value gap that was created on 4 hour time frame. You can see that 50%, if you apply your Fibonacci on this strong bearish candle, let me show you something. If you apply Fibonacci from the high of this bearish candle to the low of this bearish candle, you can see that price had filled 50% of that gap that was created. Can you see that? Price has filled 50% of that gap, and 50% of that fair value gap is called consequent encroachment. Consequent encroachment. Most times the fair value gap will not be filled entirely. Are you getting me? It will not be filled entirely. To just fill 50% of the fair value gap. That 50% is called consequent encroachment, and there's a high probability that price pulls back from that level. Price will drop from that level, and you can see what has been playing out in the market. After 50% of that fair value gap got filled, what happened? Price has been bearish. So there's a high probability that they might not want to push price up to this area. Okay, price might not come back to this area because 50% of this fair value gap has been filled. So what we should be looking out for is selling this fair value gap that was created here. We could wait for price to come fill this fair value gap before we go bearish. That's my take on GJ. That's my take on GJ. If you're considering selling, wait for price to pull back. Okay, fill this fair value gap before you go bearish. As you can see, price is currently at a support level. Price is currently at a support level, but you should wait for the next candle, the current candle, to close bearish, bullish. If you want to buy, if you want to take advantage of this pullback, I would advise you wait for a bullish candle to close on 4 hour time frame. Wait for a bullish candle to close on 4 hour time frame before you buy. Let's see what we have on 1 hour after the close of this candle that looks like an hammer on 4 hour. What pattern do we have on GJ1? Okay, this is not a strong bullish reversal pattern. This is not a strong bullish reversal pattern. Now, if the current 1 hour closes bearish, a resistance level will be created. A resistance level will be created. If you want to buy, you should wait for that resistance level to be broken. Wait for a candle to close above that resistance level before you buy. Okay, because this is not a valid bullish reversal pattern. What we have on 1 hour is not a valid bullish reversal pattern. So if current candle closes bearish, a resistance will be created. So before you buy, wait for price to break this resistance. Now I think the reason is probably after the formation of this bullish candle on 1 hour, probably a fair gap was created on lower time frame. That could be the reason for the current pullback. Let's see 1 hour. Okay, we're on 1 hour. Let's see 15 minutes. So you can see on 15 minutes, a fair value gap was created. Where do we have a fair value gap here? Okay, a fair value gap was created here on 15 minutes. So that could be the reason for the pullback. Okay, let's check on 5 minutes. Let's see 5 minutes. I believe there's still a fair value gap below. Okay, on 5 minutes, do we have a fair value gap? I think we still have one little fair value gap here, though this gap got filled. Okay, yeah, got filled. Can you see this fair value gap here? So there's a high probability price is to come test this level. So if you are considering buying GBP JPY today, patiently wait for price to fill this gap. Okay, patiently wait for price to fill this gap. And if you don't want to wait for price to fill this gap, ensure that your stop loss is at least 15-20 pips below the low of this candle. Okay, calculate the risk and be sure you are comfortable with the risk. Hope you're getting me. So if you want to buy from the current market price, your stop loss has to be 15, 20 pips below the low of this candle. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on GJ, Mr. Olodu. You have any question on that? Is that clear, Mr. Olodu? Any question? Mr. Damo, are you still in this class? Are you still in this class? Height, are you still in this class? Onye, are you still in this class? I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. Any question? Is that clear? Can we move on to the next pair? Can we move on to the next pair? Is any other analyze? Most of you are yet to like this stream. Is it that you can't find the like button? Is it that you can't find the like button? Please do that now. Please do that now. If you're yet to like the stream, please do that now. All right, all right. Mr. Jimo, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's move to the next pair. Which other pair do you want us to look at? Okay, let's move on, let's move on, let's move on, let's move on. No time, no time, no time. Let's move on. Which other pair should we look at? Okay, let's look at USD card. If our bias on GBP USD for the week is bearish, we should be considering buying USD card because both pairs are negatively correlated. So this week we should be considering buying uh, USD card. Okay, so I believe USD card has been bullish for the past 2 weeks, right? After the formation of this hammer, you can see USD card has been bullish. You can see this hammer that formed at a support level. You can see, and since it formed at a what's it called, support zone, you can see it's been bullish for the past 2 weeks, and this week is going to be bullish also this week. It is going to be bullish also this week. There's a high probability that these previous highs, okay, will be cleared. Liquidity will be cleared at this previous high. So if you're considering buying USD card this week, this should be your first target. Okay, but considering where price is at the moment, I wouldn't suggest that you buy. Okay, I wouldn't suggest that you buy. You should wait for price to pull back. Let's go down to 4 hour. Okay, let's go down to daily. You should wait for price to fill a fair value gap that was created on lower time frame. Let's go to daily and see. Do we have a fair value gap here? Yeah, we have one here. We have this here. Can see this fair value gap. Okay. Okay, you can see this fair value gap. Though this fair value gap got filled at this point. Okay, it got filled at this point, but there's still high probability they might still want to come and fill this gap because this low here is an area of liquidity. So there is a high probability they might still want to push price down to this level to clear liquidity at this previous low before going bullish. So if I'm going to buy USD card this week, I want to see price pull back from this to this level. I want to see price pull back and fill this gap before going bullish. You cannot buy USD card because this would have been the best time to buy after the formation of this binding bottom or breakout from this resistance. That would have been the best price to buy USD card. And the market is currently trading, I think, how many pips above this level? 3643, 3743, 100 pips above that level. 100 pips above that level. So if you decide to buy from the current market price, your SL will be very high. Your risk will be very, very high. So I would advise you wait for price to pull back, fill that fair value gap, okay, before you go bullish on USD card. I hope that is clear. 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 Some of you still haven't liked this stream. Let's move to the next pair. Let's move to the next pair. Which other pair? Okay, let's look at JPY. JPY. Let's look at the USD JPY. USD JPY. Let's start with the weekly time frame. So I think this will be the last instrument we'll be looking at, unless you have a pair that you want me to look at. This will be the last pair we'll be looking at for today's analysis session. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Okay, so you can see how last week candle closed. Can you see how last week candle closed? It closed as an hammer. Can you see that? It closed as an hammer. We had a support at this point. You can see this is a support zone. You can see this. This was a support zone. Can you see this? So price pulled back last week to fill that zone. Okay. So and you can see the pattern that formed is an hammer, right? It's an hammer. So let's go down to daily time frame. Let's see the pattern on the daily time frame. Okay, so you can see on the daily time frame, well, the pattern we have here is not a strong bullish pattern, not a valid one. So after today's candle closes, a resistance level will be created. Okay, a resistance level will be created. Okay, a resistance level will be created. So if that resistance level gets broken, that is, if a candlestick closes above that resistance level, you might want to consider buying USD JPY. Okay, you might want to consider buying USD JPY if that resistance level gets broken. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. And there's a high probability price might want to pull back to fill this fair value gap that was created on the daily time frame. Okay, so that's my take on USD JPY. I would only consider selling USD JPY after this fair value gap gets filled. I want to sell from a premium level and not from a discount level. Price is currently at a discount level. We apply Fibonacci from this swing low to the swing high. Let's see. From this swing low to swing high. Few minutes, guys. Can you see this? Can you see this? Okay. So you can see price is at what? Price is at a discount level. So we don't sell at discount level. We only buy. So I'm only looking for buy opportunity at this point. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question? Any question? If you are yet to open an account with Cabana Capitals, I think in the next session I will kick you out from this stream. If you've been participating in this live stream and you are yet to open an account with Cabana Capitals, I will kick you out on the next stream. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just joking. You know I can't kick you out from stream, but please, if you're yet to open an account with Cabana Capitals, you should do that after the class so that you'll be able to have access to the Zoom sessions. Yes, I had a session with some of my students and some Cabana clients who have their account funded. I had a live Zoom session with them last night, and the Zoom session holds every weekend. Every weekend, okay, every weekend we do have markets and weekly market outlook session every weekend. And during the market outlook session, that is where I share my strategy. I share my strategy, okay, with those who attend the classes. So if you want to learn how to analyze the market like a professional, you're serious about making money from the market, you should avail yourself for the Zoom live session, okay? And you have access to the Zoom live session when you open an account with Cabana Capitals and you get it funded with a minimum of $200. Every weekend we meet 2-3 times a week, 2-3 times a week on Zoom. So if you're yet to open an account, you would also be added to the VIP group where you get daily market analysis setups. Okay, so please do that if you haven't. Any question, any question, any question? We've covered a lot. We've covered a lot. Any question? Any question, any question, any question, any question? Also, we would be organizing an event. If you are in Lagos, if you're participating in this live stream and you want to see me live, okay, we will be organizing an event on 26th and 27th live in Lagos. live in Lagos. Okay, our office is located at 103 Mosheshola House. I'm going to drop the flyer. I think I'll drop the flyer on the WhatsApp group. If you are not on the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group. Send me a message on WhatsApp so that I can add you to the WhatsApp group. If you are in Lagos, you want to meet with me one-on-one, this is an opportunity. If you are in Lagos, and you want to meet with me one-on-one, this is the opportunity. Now, for those of you outside Lagos, you are a Forex coach, you have an academy, you're outside Lagos, and you want me to come to your state, okay? You want me to come to your state, come and teach people or organize an online class for them. Just open an account with Cabana Capitals, and let's talk. If you're outside Lagos and you want me to visit your state, there are things you have to do for me to come to your state. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. Let's discuss business. Okay? Let's discuss business. Okay? So if you're in Lagos on the 26th and 27th, that is this Friday and Saturday, you have the opportunity to meet with me one-on-one. One-on-one. Okay, one-on-one. It's going to be a live session. Okay? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Okay, it seems there are no questions. We've come to the end of today's session. I appreciate you guys for always showing up for this live stream. I really appreciate you guys. I do not take it for granted. I really appreciate you guys. Please also share this information with your friends. Please share with them. Don't let them fall for scams. There are a lot of scams out there. Don't let them fall for those scams. Let them come and learn for free. Okay? Please share the link with your loved ones. The replay link will be available in the next few minutes. Thank you very much. I wish you all a profitable trading week. This week you must cash out. You must make withdrawals this week. Nothing will stop you from making withdrawals this week. Okay? Just ensure that you do the right thing. Stick to your trading plans. Apply stop. You definitely make withdrawals. You will definitely make withdrawals if you play by the rules of the game. I appreciate you all once more. Do have a great day. It is free. Oludu, if you're in Lagos, the training is free. It's free. In Lagos, the training is free. Okay? All right. Bye for now.